Hey folks, welcome back to Dub Africa. This is Chris, and it's early morning hours here on the 12th of January, 2021. And my day just isn't long enough today. Too many things to do, too many places to go, too many things to accomplish, and it's going to be a bit frustrating. But I did have the time to get through my mail account tonight, and I had several messages which I'd missed that went back to November. And so reflecting over those, it made me think a lot about the past year, about the lockdown, about doing this channel, and about the utility of it, and whether it's worthwhile and worth my time or not. And as a consequence, I've come to the following conclusion. But let me, before I tell you what the conclusion is, let me just share with you the following. It is interesting how people can watch your content and not like it, yet spend an awful lot of time watching it. What's the point? If you don't find the content useful, or you don't find it provocative, or you disagree with it entirely and it's just not your worldview, then why are you wasting your time and mine? It's my first question. Next question is, I find it fascinating the number of people who are juvenile in chat and in addressing me. I spent a lot of time living in Africa, and I'm not 22 anymore. And I learned that in Africa, you respect your elders. And I kind of grew up that way in the States. You respect your elders. The sheer disrespect and arrogance and cheek of a lot of people is astounding. I find it quite interesting. And it's been an interesting lesson over the last year. When you live stream and when you provide videos on YouTube and other platforms like that, people seem to think that the norms of conduct disappear, that they're allowed to say to you whatever they like, whenever they like. Well, I suppose that's the case, and that's a lesson learned. I wouldn't dare be so disrespectful to people talking to them the way some people behave in chat, not just to me, but to other people in chat. Also, I've discovered that there's a lot of me, now, me, now. And I don't understand what that's all about. If it's all about you, start your own channel. Do your own thing. Over the past few months, I've received a ludicrous business proposal from someone that has no merit to it whatsoever. I received it and then received 3 messages from the person within 36 hours asking if I'd gotten to it. I'm sorry, my mother died. I was a little busy. Piss off. Childish and juvenile of you. And then the person sends me snotty remarks within 3 days. Well, screw you. I'm not going to follow your channel anymore because I don't really have time for that nonsense. Are you serious? My mother passed away and you're going to pester me about some asinine business proposal in South Africa that has no way of making any money? You just want my money? I don't have time for people like that. So I've had a number of moderators who've cost me viewers. I've had moderators who probably saved me viewers with their conduct. I've had people endlessly complain about moderators with basis and with no basis. And the cheek of people to write to me and send me emails and bitch and moan about moderators on my channel without offering any evidence. This person is bad. This person deleted that person. This person deleted that person. Seriously? And I simply ask you to tell me when it was. It's not that hard. Take note of it. You say it happens all the time. Take note of it. Tell me when it was. Do a screen capture. Or write it down. Put a timestamp on it. Tell me what show it was on. I do 2 live streams per day. I do between 0 and 8 prepared videos every day of the year. Whether my mother dies, it's my birthday, it's frickin' New Year's, I do these all the time. I have a day job, consultancy, providing services to other people. I'm up at 1 o'clock in the morning providing content for people free of charge. And when someone signs up to my channel and pays $2 a month, that doesn't grant you the right to be disrespectful or to come into my life and make demands of me. It means you get an opportunity to be a member of the channel. If you don't want to be, then don't become a member. Then don't be a member. I don't need you as a member. I don't need that behavior. I appreciate memberships. I appreciate people joining part of the community, but it doesn't give you special carte blanche to demand attention. I have been more than generous with so many things on my channel, including looking at chat and incorporating chat from people in the conversation. Show me another YouTube content. The Hodge twins, don't even look at their comments. They don't do comments. Officer Tatum doesn't do it. Diamond and Silk, don't do it. Shall I go on? Plenty of people barely look at their comments. I spend a great deal of time because people are chatting there. They want to be part of the community. They want their voice to be heard, and so I make an effort to do it. Also, over the past year, I've discovered that there's a lot of people who, despite the fact that they're adults, really haven't grown up. They really haven't grown up. the way they behave and they interact with other people, it's almost as if they're in junior high school. And it gets a bit tiring at times, a bit frustrating. But anyway, all of this has led me to a conclusion about YouTube and about continuing this channel. And anyway, but I do want to say the following. Those who do take the time to write to me, personal messages, take the time, look up the email address and send me something, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Even those of you who've been abusive towards me, I don't know why. I've never wronged any of you out there. I've only brought news, analysis, insight, and commentary into your lives and shared experiences, which is frankly nobody's business, but I've shared them because you want a sense of community and I've tried to build community. But for the people who chose to use my email address to write to me and bitch about things that I have no control over, or to tell me, see, I told you so, or you don't know what you're talking about, well, thanks, but I don't write to you and tell you you're a dipshit. So why are you doing that to me? Why do you think you have special privilege to do that to me? Not written to any of my viewers and complained about anything they've said in my chat or any points they brought up. So why do you feel you have the right to do that to me? Whatever. It comes with the turf. And it's another reason for reconsidering whether this is even worthwhile venture or not. As I've said before, this channel is monetized now, but it's only monetized because people asked me to do it repeatedly, endlessly. I did it after several months of people asking because I saw the merits of it. I am contemplating at this moment suspending all chat, which between YouTube's suppression efforts and suspending chat, that'll probably kill the channel. But if that's what it takes for people to piss off who are just coming to be provocateurs and cause problems, then that's what it'll take. And those who want to be there for coaching, conversation, analysis, discourse about events, about history, about culture, about language, then they'll be welcome to stay. But frankly, I don't need this at all, at all. To those of you who wrote emails to me on the passing of my mother, I just saw those this evening, and thank you so kindly for that. I'm very appreciative of that. It's very kind of you, very sweet and considerate of you to send those messages while my mother passed. I apologize for not seeing them sooner, but they got swept up in that day as it was happening. A lot was going on, and I missed several messages from that time frame. I went through my inbox tonight. I have no unread messages in that inbox now. I only had about 30 or 40, which is not that many considering junk mail that comes in there. But somehow I had missed about a dozen messages, including messages, people complaining about my channel, somebody complaining because I didn't take their business proposal. If you want to make a business proposal to me, that's fine. But I'm not in the construction industry. I'm not in mining. I'm not in commercial farming. I have no interest in any of those industries, and I don't see any opportunities there for me or any experience I can bring to it. So I don't really have anything to bring to that. So if you have a business proposal to me, send me a business proposal, but don't be annoying and annoy me in the time that my mother is ill and dying from cancer, needling me about your business proposal. That's not why I created the channel. I created the channel so that I could highlight my consultancy, my strategic consultancy, and then I turned it into a regular production and daily stream to help people overcome the lockdown, which is something I've been trying to do. I have promised to do that. And so I'm going to cancel and suspend my YouTube channel, and I'll no longer be broadcasting. But not today. Not today. It's not much of a threat because the promise was to do this during lockdown, and I continue during lockdown. But I have no need for this nonsense. Like the beard, the channel will go once lockdown is done. Fake news? Clickbait? Well, we'll see, and you won't find out tomorrow because it ain't ending tomorrow. So we'll see what happens with that. But frankly, it's been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed it a lot, but I don't really enjoy the nonsense people are playing and dragging me into their juvenile games. I do say this, again, for the people who sent notes about my mother passing in email, thank you so much for that. And also for those who send information news frequently, I apologize if I don't get to it immediately. I do get swamped by a number of things, and I try to get to it as much as possible, but I do fall behind on things. But thank you for your patience and your perseverance in sending me those things. And I do want to say this. This experience in YouTube, while it has not always been ideal, it's certainly been a wonderful experience in many aspects. And I'll say that I've met some pretty incredible people, built a sense of community, and had a lot going here until the 1st of December. Since then, it's been a very frustrating experience. Although we had a lot of fun with streams in December. I've had some great streams, including the Christmas program for kids, the Christmas Day program, as well as recent interview with Dr. Victor Davis Hanson, all of those wonderful, plus some really nice, interesting things and conversations like folks growing up in the Congo. That's been a really special experience. But I have to say that, it's been a great experience. I've met some really cool people, and it's made it worthwhile. but at some point the returns are diminishing. And given censorship and outright nonsense going on now, I wonder how much longer things like this even be allowed to exist. And so I'm already prepared for that day. And when the day comes, I'll return to my life and my consultancy and my experiences. And I'll miss the interaction with people who've been so wonderful here, but there's a lot of people I'm not going to miss, particularly the black supremacists, the white supremacists, the racists on both sides of the aisle who try to come in and pollute my chat and pollute my channel. You're unwelcome. This is a channel that doesn't believe in that nonsense, and that's why you target me, and that's why you tell lies about me on Twitter and other platforms like that. You slander me. And if it continues, I will pursue legal action. Ooh, is that a threat? But seriously, in a serious moment, YouTube is an interesting platform in which you can learn a lot from a lot of people about music, about culture, about geography, about politics, about history. It's fascinating. But I see the big censorship coming, and I'm also growing tired of some of the nonsense. So thanks to everyone who's made a wonderful experience. I've enjoyed it. You guys, I appreciate it. And you take care. And no, this is not, I'm closing my channel threat video. I didn't say that. So people can spread that all they want, but I'm not closing my channel until lockdown is done. And I might change my mind in the meantime. But in the meantime, as of this moment, really it's just, it's become more of an effort than it's worth at times. And that's frustrating, very frustrating. But it's also frustrating to see data suppression. I know there are more viewers that are showing up in streams because I can see the analytics and see strange things happening. It's almost like watching a Dominion voting system after midnight. Anyway, but there you go, folks. Anyway, thanks a lot. I appreciate it. And have a lovely evening.